Hi, my name is Teresa, and my business is Teresa Marie Art and Design. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be demoing painting on Merle Norman Cosmetic Bags. And I have a class that I'm going to be teaching on Thursday, the July 18th, and it's in Lacey. It starts at 6. And I just wanted to show you the bags that I'm going to be working on. So I'm going to put my camera like this. So the bags are this big here. They're made of canvas, has a little zipper. So what I've done here is I've taken a calligraphy pen, just a marker, calligraphy marker. And what I did is I wrote on here, and I thought I would use that as a sample for all the students. And if they want me to write a word or write their name, then they could paint over that. And what I've been doing lately, I've been using these paints, and it's called Earth Paint, Natural Acrylic Paint. And I've been experimenting with them, and they seem to be working pretty good and working well with fibers when I do fabric painting. Normally, what I've done is I do fabric painting with golden acrylics, and then I use a golden acrylic fabric painting medium. But this one I've been trying lately on some other items. I painted a dress, and I'll have to show you that in another video. So what I did with this here, I did with a marker, and then the students can just paint over whatever it is they want me to write. Now, another thing that you could do is you could do calligraphy with a square paintbrush. And there's different sizes that you could use, like a wide size. And I have my water container. And I have my paint palette. I'm just going to write cosmetic bag. Now I want to make it so that when I put the paint in there with the water, I want to make it so that I have a crisp edge on my brush for the calligraphy. I don't want any little lumps in there. I want to make it so it's like ink. And I'm finding that this plant-based acrylic paint, it seems to absorb better with the cotton and silk fibers, a little bit better than when I've used the golden paints, which tend to be latex acrylics. So you're going to get the texture of the canvas when you do not have a lot of paint. And you want to make it a little bit liquidy so it's almost like ink. Now, what I've done when I do calligraphy on raw canvas, so this is an untreated canvas. There's no gesso on this canvas. So it's going to have a different look than if you were to be painting on canvas that has. And I just made a mistake. So I'm going to do the other side. I could paint over that. It's one of the things when you're doing calligraphy, you misspell a lot and mismeasure. But one of the beauties of doing artwork, when you make a mistake, you could just paint right over it. Now you'll see that there's some areas where the paint did not get into the fibers, but I like that because what I've done is I will go back and paint with another color, like maybe silver or gold. So my water container, if you could see that, it has these little ledges on here, little dips. That's where I put my brush. And it has a, so try to find a water container that's divided. I have one side that I use to clean my water between different paints that I'm using, and then the other one that I use to just to saturate the paint. So I just wrote cosmetics right there, and I want to let that dry. And if you look close, you could see that there's little bits where there's no paint. But I like that because I want to go in there again and add a second color, but I have to let this dry. Now I wanted to show you, this is something I got at Hobby Lobby, this little bag right here. And it has a little zipper pouch on the back, and then it has a cord. And you can even just tighten the cord if it's too long, like this. But it just has a little zipper and you could put things in there. What I did with this one, I called it a field study art kit, and I just put like watercolor pencils and paintbrushes, like this in here, and it fits quite nicely. There's little mini journals that you could put in there that I've gotten at Hobby Lobby. And also it's a little Winsor and Newton travel kit, and that goes right inside this bag. And then there's little travel guides, like bird identification books that fit. They're really tiny and they fit right in here. So those are just some things that you could do. And this I did with an ink. It's a calligraphy ink, and it's called Daler Rowney calligraphy ink. And it absorbs quite nicely in here. I've also used a little bit of the golden acrylics, and I drew everything with a watercolor pencil. And what's nice with the watercolor pencil, I measured everything, I drew everything out. And then when you paint, the watercolor pencil just dissolves right into the paint. So it's quite nice to do that. So enjoy. And if you live in Lacey or the Thurston County area of Olympia, Washington, stop by the Merle Norman in Thurston County in Lacey and go ahead and give me a call or shoot me an email. My email is Teresa Marie for art@gmail.com, and my cell phone is 360-480-9955. And let's have some fun and make some cosmetic bags. And the class is $40. There's going to be lots of refreshments and socializing, and you'll learn about Merle Norman skincare and cosmetics.